Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rosewater. Where are we? We are imprisoned somewhere. Well, in the native village, I guess it was. But yeah, let's figure out how we get out of here, I suppose. Let's talk to Jake.
Hey, Jake?
Miss Leger?
That's me. Yeah.
Making yourself comfortable?
Not really. His bench is hard as a rock. Could do with some back support, too. But it's as good a place as any to think of a way out of here.
I mean, you could lean against the wall, I think.
Had any ideas for escaping yet?
You'll be the first to know, I assure you.
Did you manage to see what became of Captain Stokes?
No, I was a mite preoccupied. But I'm inclined to take the fact that he's not in here with us as a favorable sign.
Okay.
Surely a fellow of daring do like yourself has been in a predicament like this before?
More times than I can count.
How'd you manage to get free?
Well, you gotta understand, every situation's different. Easiest way's usually bribing a guard. But sometimes, gotta get creative. Well, there's one time But no, that wouldn't work here.
Why not?
'Cause I'd need a few things, and coming by them in here will be next to impossible.
What kind of
Got a
things?
plan, it's at least worth trying.
I reckon you're right. Main thing I need is something pliable, like wax or soft wood. Then something sharp to shape it with, and finally some shiny material. Metallic looking would be best. Find me those things, we might be in business.
What are we doing?
Could you remind...
Sure, something pliable, something sharp, something shiny.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your...
Why are you pacing?
Hey, Danny?
Stop pacing.
What is it?
Could you knock it off with the pacing? It's not helping.
Sorry.
That's better. Making me nervous.
Phil?
Eh?
I never imagined volunteering for a search party would include free accommodation.
I must say, of everyone I have shared a jail cell with, you have the liveliest sense of humor.
It's a good compliment, I'll take it.
So, this isn't the first time you've been locked up?
Certainly not. At least these people seem more hospitable to their prisoners than the Spanish.
Did you see what became of Captain Stokes?
Yes, though I wish I had not. Pinche cobarde.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
He turned and ran. Took his men and abandoned us. To think I held him as a man of honor. Bastardo! Whoa!
Easy there, Phil.
Forgive me, but I cannot abide a deserter.
It takes a low sort to abandon someone who's counting on you.
Yeah.
You heard Jake's plan. Got anything that might fit the bill?
I do not believe so.
Got any suggestions for how we might get out of here?
Not just yet. I want to see how things play out.
What do you mean?
Something about this does not feel right. We know very little of our captors. I cannot devise anything until that changes.
I'll just be over here.
Yeah. What do we have there?
This basket's full of soap.
That's
At
fiber.
least we can keep clean.
Uh-huh. Except there is no water in here.
Then let's hope we can get out of here soon.
It's definitely fiber.
Wonder what they use these for.
Head catchers would be my guess.
Hey, it's not funny.
It is a
It
little.
was not meant to be.
It was still.
Empty.
For now.
These are the same, right?
Wonder what they...
Head.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was
Anything in the vases?
Must be for storage.
Or I don't know, the cardies.
Completely empty.
Anyway, they're empty. What do we have over here?
I suppose all of these were made here. Quite a collection.
Why would you suppose that though? They could have traded for them.
Hey, Danny?
Miss Leger?
Okay, Danny's useless. That's sharp.
Did smashing that pot make you feel any better?
It did, yes.
Now all we need is something shiny. Metallic looking. Like, is this corn? It's really big corn.
Hey, Jake.
Miss Leger?
It is noble to find beauty in dark moments,
Kicked again,
but
exactly.
perhaps not so very useful.
It's quite ornate. Brightens the place up, I suppose.
It is noble, but perhaps...
Yeah, okay.
Dried corn. At least we won't starve.
If that's all there is, starving might be preferable.
Dried corn.
If that...
Okay. Well, let's can we even look at? Nothing. So where do we get the last thing?
Doesn't look very sturdy.
But it's barred on the other side.
Oh, what I would not give for a stick or two of dynamite right now.
Hey, anybody out there? Let us out.
I'd save my breath if I was you.
Must be for storage.
Yeah, there are one, right? It's not
Completely empty.
Yeah, 3 different searchable things, just one. Is this the corn again?
Dried corn.
If that...
Yeah. I mean, it's not at the corn, so it's like maybe it's something else. Oh, we have the tinfoil, right? We actually have everything then.
Hey,
Miss Le...
Why can't I just give it to you? Do I have to like hand it to you?
I'll leave. This sharp enough for you?
It'll do, it'll do.
Well, let's smell it first.
Smells like lye.
That's kind of boring.
Is this pliable enough for you?
This'll do nicely.
Will this work for what you need?
Shiny and metallic. Perfect. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You got everything.
Sure did. Now, will you tell me about this plan of yours?
I'm bluffing our way out of here. Give me a few minutes and you'll see what I mean.
Making like a fake gun? What, a knife? No gun,
Voila.
yeah. I don't know.
You carved a gun out of soap and wrapped it in tinfoil?
That's right.
It's certainly creative, I'll give you that.
Necessity is the mother of invention, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, soon as somebody comes in, I'll draw this and catch them off guard.
I'll punch
You
him.
knock them out in
Yes.
the confusion, then we make our escape.
And you have confidence this will work?
These folk don't know firearms, they can't tell the difference.
But, what if...
Hello in there? I'm coming inside.
Well, ain't this fortuitous?
Greetings. I'm Nadine. I've come to...
Hands up!
Is that a fake gun?
Yes?
Don't mind my friend here. Nadine, was it?
Yes, Nadine Redbird.
Harley Leger. So just what is it you want from us?
The chief sent me to make sure none of you were hurt. She also wants to speak with whoever's in charge of your group.
That would be me.
All due respect, sir, but after that little trick you just pulled, you're out of the running.
I'll go then.
All right, come with me.
Probably for the best.
I bring you Miss Harley Leger, representing the captives.
Thank you, Nadine. You may return and tend to the others.
I will.
Okay.
Enter and be welcome.
Thank you.
You may call me Chief Lutzi. I am responsible for the people of this village.
Pleasure's all mine.
You have violated the borders of the Autumn Nation, duly established by recognized treaty with your government. Miss Leger, why are you here?
Captain Stokes is missing some troops, and we were helping in the search.
You serve Stokes. Curious. You do not dress like a soldier.
We have nothing to do with the fort.
Who are you then?
I'm a journalist for the Rosewater Post. My companions and I are researching Dr. Bennett Clark. We only came to Stokes to ask for help getting inside the abandoned laboratory on the other side of the valley. Thought maybe you could spare some dynamite or something. But first we had to ride with him to find First Lieutenant Mulberry and his missing men.
I see. What did he tell you of us?
Let's just say he didn't paint a very pretty picture.
That's true.
Unsurprising. Do you share his opinion?
I mean, I don't share his opinion, but I don't know if like my character would kind of at least. I don't think like I mean none of the options are yes. So obviously not, but I don't know. I feel like this is like too like this sounds too much like sucking up in my mind. So we'll go with the middle one, I think.
Well, you haven't killed me yet, so I'd like to take that as a good sign.
The Autumn mean you no harm, Miss Leger. However, for months, the fort soldiers have routinely violated our borders and harassed our people. Just last night, a band of them came, led by this man, Mulberry. They attacked us in our fields and set fire to our crops.
So what happened then?
Though our people suffered many injuries, we managed to extinguish the fires and chase off one of the soldiers. The other, I'm afraid, did not live. As for Mulberry, we captured him. He is under guard in one of our empty storehouses. Stokes has turned our village into a prison. And now he is recruiting civilians to come after us. I fear this will not end until everything we have has been turned to ash. But I cannot allow that. Something must be done.
Yes.
You're right. Can we help you in any way?
I believe so. And you can get what you're after as well.
I'm listening.
Our scouts have observed an army wagon making regular deliveries to the fort from Rosewater. It comes in the night, when few others are willing to travel, and always it arrives a day or two after the train stops in town.
Then that would be... tonight? I just arrived on the latest train into Rosewater.
Yes, exactly. I cannot know for sure, but I believe this wagon carries supplies, along with weapons and munitions. The soldiers use these to strengthen themselves, then come and deprive us of what little we... If you and your people were to obtain them, it would be to our mutual benefit. We would have a means of defense. You would have the tools to enter this laboratory, and Stokes would be deprived of his armaments.
You're proposing we raid a military supply wagon? That sounds awfully risky.
Our peaceableness has brought us no safety. In doing nothing, we risk extermination at the hands of these men.
Yeah.
Tonight, then, huh?
Tonight, or not at all. The cover of darkness will be to your advantage. Our scouts have also noted that only 2 men guard the wagon.
Guess I'd better tell the others and get to planning.
You are welcome to rest here in the meantime.
Thank you, Chief Lutzi.
May the Earthmaker guide you.
Sure. Who are these other people?
Everyone in good shape?
Mr. Luo has some minor bruising, but your friends are otherwise healthy.
Good to know.
Physically, anyway.
Hey, fellas, come on out here. We got some business to discuss.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
I take it your meeting with the chief went well?
It did. These are good people who can help us if we help them.
Helped them? With what?
With Stokes and the fort. Turns out the reason Mulberry didn't come back is that he was taken prisoner while conducting an unprovoked raid on this village. A raid Stokes himself ordered.
What?
Army soldiers have been crossing into Otham territory and attacking them without justification.
It's true. I have treated many of the wounded myself.
Hijo de la... We cannot let this injustice stand.
That is troubling. But what can we do about it?
Chief Lutzi suggested we hit him where it hurts, the fort's supply chain. So we'll be carrying out our own raid on a delivery wagon.
And to think just yesterday you were having reservations about robbing folk. Reckon it's true what they say about the frontier changing people.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel too bad about lifting a little from the crown. It glitters enough already.
That's true.
If the government is engaged in oppressing these people, you should be proud to resist.
You should be.
Now listen up, because we've got some preparations to make.
Everyone's in? Okay.
And the wagon will be coming through tonight, according to the chief. We can get the munitions Phil needs to get us into the lab, along with some weapons and supplies for the Autumn.
The old 1-2 punch. I like it.
Only question is, what's the best approach?
I'm thinking we create a distraction.
Fake gun.
We get the wagon to stop, then you and I keep the driver occupied while Danny and Phil sneak the stuff out.
I prefer a more direct approach. You said the wagon was poorly guarded, eh? We have enough fighters to overpower them.
That is true.
When they see they are outmatched, we should be able to take what we need without firing a shot.
Wouldn't it be better to do this without drawing any attention? You could set up a roadblock, then sneak out what you need while they investigate.
All good plans. Have you got anything, Danny?
No, but I think we should be careful. Something like this could so easily go wrong.
It's true.
So, what's it going to be?
I think I like the roadblock idea the most. It's kind of like the distracted driver idea, but like we're not, you know, right there. I don't think attacking directly is smart. Because you never know, right? You never know what's gonna happen.
Let's go with Nadine's suggestion.
I do think it's best if none of us are seen committing this act of banditry.
Agreed. This is a stealth job.
Yeah.
Nadine and I will search the wagon. You boys hang back and take whatever we unload. Well, we better get ready. Let's hope this goes off without a hitch.
I think if you're gonna steal from the government, you shouldn't do it very openly, because they'll get mad at you.
What in tarnation? What's all this crap in the road? Oh, they don't pay me enough for this. Buford, get up here and help me.
We should hurry. I don't think we'll have long.
Looks like it's full of apples. This looks promising. Not while that crate's sitting.
Yeah, okay.
Help me with this, would you, Nadine? Jackpot. Here's some dynamite. And a good cache of firearms. These should serve the Autumn well. There's also a letter.
What does it say?
It's a manifest. Hang on. Here's the combination for that safe.
Whatever you do, be quick.
I'll be damned.
What is it?
Bars of Aurum. Lots of them.
Odd. Why deliver these to the fort?
Good question. Too bad they're marked. We could have had a nice payday, but at least there's a bit of loose cash in here.
Should still take it.
We haven't much time left.
What else are we looking at? What's that say? This is Rosewater, this is ammunition maybe?
I think this one is rifle ammunition. Let's get this out of here. The fort's soldiers are definitely well lubricated. Judging from the smell, this is corn flour.
Okay. Don't need corn flour, I think.
No indication of what's inside. They're all marked Rosewater.
Isn't this delivery coming from Rosewater?
Yeah, we need to know what's in
They're
there.
all
Isn't this...
Can't open these? Okay.
just a bunch of uniforms.
Should take those too.
We should go. The guards won't be distracted forever.
Right. Let's get out of here.
I feel like those uniforms could have been helpful in the future. And the Aurum, why not take it, you know?
You have come back to us. Did you obtain what you needed?
Yes. With this dynamite, getting into the lab will be quite easy.
Then I am glad the raid proved fruitful.
Chief Lutzi, I am curious. Now that you can arm your people, what is your plan?
I can certainly understand your curiosity, General Marquez.
You know me?
We are close enough to the new Spanish border to keep informed of current events. To answer your question, we will defend ourselves. Peace has not worked against those who wish to harm us, so we must answer them with force.
You strike me as a wise and capable leader, but allow me to offer one piece of advice. Do not underestimate your enemy. Nothing angers a tyrant like a show of resistance.
I appreciate it, General. But I believe we will overcome.
I truly hope you do.
We found something else. A safe filled with Aurum bars.
A crate of
You
apples.
did not take any?
They were all marked. Traceable. We'd have no use for them.
Can we just...
Caramba. It is always something, isn't it?
Couldn't we just melt
the
it
last
down?
thing we need is the Royals on us for stealing their Aurum.
The Royal Police? Nah, out here they'd send in the army. Or God forbid, the Blackburns.
The Union Busters?
Unions, heads, you name it.
The big question is, why send Aurum to the fort?
An intriguing line of inquiry, but I ain't sure the fort's dealings should concern us.
Perhaps not. But I am curious as well. Something unusual is happening here. Stokes was all too happy to aid our cause before my exile. Now he acts like a stranger. It cannot be a coincidence. I am going to charge my Lieutenant General with finding out more about these shipments.
Chasing more wagons full of Aurum?
Something like that. It is clear there will be no more aid from Stokes now. And I still have an army to outfit. Perhaps we will find something we can actually keep.
If money's what you're after, maybe you'd entertain the notion of joining our posse. That goes for you too, Miss Redbird.
What are you talking about?
I'll explain everything on the way back to the lab. Danny, you stay here and help unload the supplies. You can give Nadine the lowdown. Come meet us at the lab when you're done.
Will do.
I am sending one of our hunters to return Mulberry to the fort. He can show you the way back.
Much appreciated. Right, let's get a move on. You coming with us, Miss Leger?
Damn right. Someone's got to be sure you don't blow yourself sky high. And can it with the Miss Leger bunk? It's Harley.
Duly noted. Now let's get going.
Just one more thing before you go, Harley. You said you were a journalist, yes?
Yes.
That's right.
Do you believe the townspeople would take an interest in our cause?
Maybe.
Some might. I can certainly tell my employer about the treatment you've received.
Please do. I have a statement I would like you to carry back. The Autumn are a peaceful people. We wish to be your good neighbors and friends. But if a Vespuccian soldier or any other person comes with violent intent to harm us, we will do what we must to protect our people.
Got it. Would you be willing to sit for an interview with someone from the post?
Gladly. My words are for all who will listen with open hearts.
I'll make sure your message is received.
Thank you.
Good. Alright, very successful, I think. Got the appers and some other stuff. Yeah, the hat. I was worried about the hat.
Thanks for showing us back, partner. We can take it from here. Well, would you look at that? Didn't think I'd be seeing old Jesse again. I'm keeping this arrowhead as a good luck charm. And who knows? Maybe some collector out there'd be interested in acquiring the arrowhead that nearly wiped out Gentleman Jake.
Maybe.
Holy. Is he always like this?
I wonder how things will go for the Autumn now that they have firearms.
Well enough, I hope. Provided they don't point them at us.
The flag Stokes was carrying.
Pity it's in such a sorry state.
The sorry state of Vespuccia.
I shouldn't leave this here.
It's good to see someone who respects their country.
Do I respect my country? Maybe. I don't know
Can we
enough
talk?
about it.
What's on your mind? 'Cause you know I've been wondering about the Autumn. What do you suppose will happen to them now that they're armed with guns?
Hard to say.
I don't know. But at least they have a fighting chance now.
If Stokes attacks and they successfully fend him off, then perhaps he will leave them alone. But It will certainly not happen without bloodshed.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to him.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
Sure, let's push on.
You're quite certain you know what you're doing?
Just leave everything to me, and stand far, far back.
Of course. That's a lot of dynamite for just like a door. I don't know. But you only blew up the door.
Impressive work there, Phil.
Gracias.
And an explosion will certainly liven up your article. Eh, Harley?
Sure. Let's have a look.
Well, slap my behind and call me Betsy.
Not sure what I
won't.
was expecting to find, but it wasn't this.
It has been completely ransacked.
Still, there's gotta be some indication of where Clark took his money. Let's take a look around. But watch yourselves. No telling what any of these doohickeys might be capable of.
What is this thing?
A wooden mannequin in a cage? I have so many questions.
You sure you want them answered?
Yes.
I can't see through. The window is too grimy.
It's a handprint though.
At least Dr. Clark practiced fire safety. Looks like it's connected to the door somehow.
And that wire runs to the console back there.
Won't do us any good if there's nothing power in this place, though.
To clear at all times.
There's about 2 inches of dust.
It's a lot of dust.
Empty. Not really surprising. I can't make heads nor tails of this chicken scratch.
Yeah, it's a bit blurry for me too.
What in the ether is this thing?
I wouldn't get too close.
Some kind of console. Seems to connect to a few things.
The door?
Not much left. Some books and a broken device.
How do you know it's broken?
Not much left.
9207.
One of the dials is missing. Just my luck.
Okay, so we need a dial, I think, to get this to 9207.
One of 4 dials. It's anyone. It won't turn any.
Okay.
TT-180. Must be this contraption's model number.
Yeah, it's the one from the letter too. I don't have anything that could be a dial, right? I have a flag and I have some lockpicks, that's about it. But yeah, this was the...
February 12th, 1850. Upon hearing news of the... When they hounded you
Where was
after
it?
enduring such a one day when, with warm regard... P.S.
Yeah.
How you managed to rig a TT-180 console to control both your equipment and door mechanisms still...
Not much left.
Anything else we can look at here? Oh, I can go this way, okay.
This Clark fellow was into some strange things, wasn't he?
I'm starting to understand why he chose to do his work out in the middle of nowhere.
Is there a toolbox on the broken stairs?
Looks like a toolbox. What's it doing all the way up there?
It's just sitting.
Way too high for me.
Want me to give you a boost?
Nah, I still couldn't reach. I'll think of something else.
And we have a chair.
This must be where Clark parked his rear during his experiments.
Maybe.
Maybe this will help.
Maybe. Maybe not.
But again, maybe not.
Yeah, no, probably not. Probably not.
I get the impression this is what powers everything in here.
We just need to get it running again somehow.
Yep.
I I bet the machine's guts are behind this panel.
So we need the toolbox to unscrew this, I'm sure.
I'm guessing this thing needs to hit full power before the machine turns on. Sinister, yeah.
It is pretty sinister.
No good. There's some power getting through, but it needs more.
Yeah. Okay. How do we get up there then?
Anything interesting in there?
Not really. Probably why they were left behind.
I can't begin to fathom what these contraptions are for.
Nothing of use to us.
I mean, I don't know. How do I get up there? I got nothing.
This is where all the cables wind up.
Maybe push this shelf?
This may have held something interesting once, but now it's just lodging for spiders.
Nope. I feel like if we push this over here, I also think I could just get up on this, and like jump and push it down and have it. I'm not allowed. No simple solutions ever in games like these.
Guess we won't get to see what's up on the roof.
Yeah.
Just as well. I prefer to keep my feet on the ground.
But what's the definition of ground? Like, how is this more ground than that up there? It's all a matter of perspective.
Way too high.
Want me to get...
Nah, I still... Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
Can you think of any way to get that box down?
I'm afraid reaching high things has never been my forte.
So how did you wind up here in Vespuccia?
That is a very long story, and I do not wish to relate it now. Perhaps another time?
Fair enough. How did you become so proficient with explosives?
The science of it always fascinated me. Even as a child, I read
fun.
a great deal about mining and demolitions. The lessons were invaluable. So, when my parents sent me to university, I studied civil engineering. Most people do not realize just how much care must be taken.
I clicked again. These long breaks of clicking make me just makes my finger twitch.
I have to ask, what went on at the Rosewater Post?
That so-called newspaper editor dared to write that the People's Revolution was over, that we had been crushed by the forces of the Spanish army. Defeated, we will not abandon our cause. I demanded a correction. What did I get instead? A defenestration.
Rough break.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like rude.
Right. Carry on.
So I'm not asking him that. Sounds like surprised.
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Might I borrow that arrowhead for a spell?
By all means. Maybe it'll bring you some luck, too.
How are you using that?
Any clever ideas to get to that confounded box?
Not too many, I'm afraid.
Hang on, I've got an idea. Why don't you just shoot the box down?
Beg pardon?
Let's put that gunslinging know-how of yours to work.
I may be a showman, but I ain't a performing monkey. It's as I said about those bottles. I never perform sharpshooting tricks without a crowd.
I'm pretty sure he can't shoot.
Crowd be damned. I want to see what's in the box.
You've proven yourself resourceful. I'm sure you can find a more practical way to get to that box that doesn't involve me wasting ammo.
Alright. Do we push him some more? Nah.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
I'm convinced he can't shoot now. The arrowhead could be the dial, I guess. But how do I get this? Or can I use this? Maybe I don't need the toolbox. Maybe the arrowhead can be a screwdriver.
Let's see if this works.
That's not the one I clicked, but okay. Does work. Nice.
That did it.
Okay.
This wire needs patching up. That won't help. I could try scraping it, but I don't want to risk cutting the wire. There's got to be another way.
Okay.
No wonder the power's not getting through. This wire's all corroded. Looks like something chewed through it.
Or someone.
Looks a bit worse for wear. Just have to get it working.
Yeah, but like, how do I repair this stuff with like a frag and lockpicks? Just wipe it off.
That muck's too solidified to wipe off.
All right. That's fair enough, I guess. I might need this still, yeah. But I don't know how to get it. There's nothing else over here, is there? And the console's just not gonna have power now, right?
That won't fit there.
That's a shame.
Nothing happened. This console isn't getting any power.
Yeah. Okay. What else can I do? I mean, this is not gonna open. I've not tried, but I'm pretty sure I need the console for that, right?
I can't really see through the porthole, but it looks dense in there.
If you can't look through it, and it looks dense.
No handle. Must be some other way to open it.
Anyway,
A wooden mannequin. I have so.
this is not gonna help me here. I don't really have any ideas of what else we can even try here.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
Any idea how to start up the generator?
Cloth can sometimes be used to wrap damaged wires for a temporary repair. As for the dirty one, a solvent like acid or alcohol is good for removing corrosion.
Okay.
Right. Carry on. Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Have any booze on you?
Any idea how to start up that generator?
Afraid not. These doohickeys ain't quite my bailiwick.
Enough jabber.
Sure.
Let's push on.
So I don't have any alcohol on me. Or any acid. It's quite the storm, huh? That's real life, not in game. I should probably go check. That doesn't sound good. Maybe we should just end the episode. We can probably use the flag for the broken wire, but I don't know where we get alcohol from. So I don't really know what to do. I don't have anything else acidic, I'm pretty sure.
There's a thought, but this is way too big.
Okay.
I hope this isn't considered treason.
Maybe a
that
little
should
bit.
do it.
Okay. But I don't have anything acidic. And this is just going to be 2 of them, not 3. It's not enough. Yeah.
No good. There's some power getting...
Yeah, I should probably end this episode. We already looked at this. There was nothing, right?
Anything interesting?
Not really.
Okay. I don't really know where to get like alcohol or an acid. Do we have anything outside? Because the bottles are empty in that crate. And there's nothing we can like take anywhere here, right? Because we researched this stuff before. These we can only look at anyway. We can't open the door, so that's not the next step. This is what we're trying to get to. There's like a beer bottle.
Dr. Clark really liked his sarsaparilla.
There's a beer bottle in the saloon.
Good doctor would...
And there was the booze in the wagon that we robbed, but we couldn't like take it, I think. Maybe we could have taken it. No, it was just an eye again. It wasn't like a take, just like a look. Not sure. Anyway, yeah, let's call it here. I'll see you next time. We'll find some booze or some acid, and we'll fix that last corroded contact thingy, and then that's gonna be it. I'll see you then. Bye bye.